response to the call by the authorities of the All Progressive Congress, APC, candidates vying for political offices ahead of 2023 elections are already trooping out to buy their forms for the expression of interest in the different categories of the coming general elections. Among them is Dr. Lazarus Gaza, candidate representing Amac, Bwari Federal Constituency in the Federal Capital Territory. In an interview with the candidate, assurance is made to make the difference in representation and calls on the electorate to accept him because he remains the right candidate for the job.
APC has never won this seat since inception. But that does not mean we cannot win. It's possible one or two things must have been done wrongly. And my coming out is to correct that mistake that has been made. This time around, I want to tell the whole world that I'm the right candidate. I have the credentials, I'm competent, and I have the overall or general acceptability of the electorate, cutting across the two political parties, not only APC, but including PDP.
Dr. Gaza further promises to bring development and good representation to the people and especially the party in the Federal Capital Territory.
It is one thing to win an election and another thing to do the job. Take for instance, during my time when I was elected as the first member for House of Representatives in 1992-93, we were 4 in number, but the number reduced to 2. Why is it that those who have represented FCT have not been able to win the consensus of National Assembly to restore the 4 slots that was given to FCT? This I take as something that they have not done rightly. I'm coming out to ensure that the 4 slots that were given to FCT during the 1992-93 Third Republic, which was aborted, is restored. And I intend to do it this way. I need to build a consensus of my colleagues, members of National Assembly, members of House of Representatives. I need to build a consensus. Then I need to synergize with the executive, like the Honorable Minister of FCT. I need to get his backing because it involves lobbying. And with this synergy, I believe that we'll be able to do something rightly. And even the constitutional benefit that we're supposed to get, the FC is supposed to get their constitutional rights, has not been given to us. I want to ensure that during my tenure, this constitutional right will be granted FCT, like the mayoral status or whichever status they choose to give FCT. I will make sure that the second tier government is given to FCT residents. And I will also ensure that at least FCT is given a ministerial slot. It doesn't matter whether it is an FCT indigene or any Nigerian resident in FCT. If such a person can be given a ministerial slot, then we would have made progress. And I also ensure that the city itself is kept clean, because the citizens, residents of the FCT, supposed to enjoy a clean city. And then the rural areas supposed also to be developed. So the need for decentralization of development is very important. Development should not be concentrated in the city. We should decentralize the city so that the rural areas can be, developed. Why is it that some ministry cannot be moved to the 6 area councils? And if we do that, I believe the development in the FCT will be faster.
He further enjoined Nigerians and the party to give him the ticket and assures all of accelerated development and advancement for the Federal Capital Territory.
My message to my supporters is this, and delegates, they should vote for the right candidate. Candidate that is competent, candidate that can represent them well at the National Assembly, candidate that can express their feelings, candidate that can be their voice, not a candidate that will just sit there and be warming the bench and then we do nothing, we achieve nothing at the end of the day. I have said earlier, it's one thing for you to be elected and another thing to do the job for which you were elected. So if you do not know why you were elected, then you cannot perform. So, and you cannot give what you don't have. I have experience, both in civil service and even in the political perspective, political area. I was once a member of National Assembly during the aborted Third Republic. I was elected as a member of Fair House of Representatives. So I'm just coming back to continue where I stopped. We have the adage in Hausa, so I'm back to continue where I stopped. And I want to assure my supporters that I will not disappoint them.